I bet if you clicked on this video, you've picked up your phone for just a second, started scrolling, and then somehow an hour disappeared. Well, honestly, it's not entirely your fault. Your phone is designed to hijack your attention, but today in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to reclaim your time so you can actually work on whatever it is in the world that you want to be working on that's going to make a difference for other people. Now, honestly, phones aren't inherently bad. I actually think they do a lot of really good things in the world, but my personal take is they should be used as a tool, not taking over your life. There are actually 3 things I want you to take action on today, and I know I've implemented them for myself, and I know that if you do, you will start to make progress towards whatever it is that you want to be doing. 3 big tips. Number 3 is kind of the biggest one in my opinion, so stick around and we're going to make some progress together today. I'm going to start by saying it's not a thing of willpower. You can't out willpower your brain. You have to set steps up so that you can make progress. There's an app I've been using. It's been incredibly helpful for me, and I bet it will be for you as well. And as I said, phones are an indispensable tool. I couldn't do my day-to-day job without it. I know I need to communicate, so getting rid of it doesn't make sense. I know that I've tried grayscale, tried deleting social media apps, tried setting screen time limits, and somehow I always end up without screen time limits, or I ignore it. My phone ends up back in color because I need to check something, and somehow these apps end up back on my phone, but I found a workaround for it, and I think it'll work for you too. So it's actually an app and a physical product that are put together. And what it's going to do for you is it's going to go through and block your apps that you say, hey, I know I don't need this. It's going to distract me. So your social media, it'll block it. You can't ignore time limits like you can on the traditional screen time limits. And what you do is you can either brick or unbrick your phone. So if I have this piece with me, I can unbrick my phone and allow myself to go through social media. So the apps can stay on my phone and it's not a problem. What I do, and what you should, is take the brick and put it in the glove box of your car. That is the biggest hack, because you know if you want to go unbrick your phone, you have to put your shoes on, go grab your brick and unbrick your phone. I bet most of the time you can think better before you go do that. Or if you really do want access to it, that's totally okay as long as it's intentional. Now, I have no affiliation with them. I have no affiliate code. I have absolutely nothing to do with them other than hopefully helping some other people get rid of their phone as a distraction. Since starting it, I know my pickups every day have dropped substantially, and my screen time has been cut more than in half. And that's still using my phone for work and recording and everything like that. There's no subscription to it. It's a one-time purchase. It's super worth it in my opinion, and I'm really excited that it's something that I found. I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description below so you can follow it. The first tip I want to talk about is just going through and auditing your usage. I know I alluded to this a little bit in saying that my screen time has dropped. But whether you're on iOS or you're using Android, go into your settings, see how much screen time you have. And if it's over 2 hours, I would really recommend going in and saying, how can I be more intentional about my time, especially if it's on social media? Peter Drucker has a great quote that says, what you measure, you manage. And I know for me, I want less time on my phone so I can spend more time writing and recording videos. For you, whatever you know you want to be chasing, I bet having that time back would make a big difference. Even Ali Abdaal has an idea of going through and doing a time audit and seeing what's taking time from you, which distractions you need to remove, and then seeing what you can do to remove them. And this one actually relates really closely with a 4th bonus tip that I'm adding here in at the end. So keep an eye out for that. The second part is reframing your relationship with your phone. If you know you're spending a lot of time on it, Carol Dweck has an amazing book called Mindset. And really the thesis is you can make changes in your world, you can change your habits, and you can change your beliefs. If we know that that is true, then we know we can reframe our habits with our phone. And imagine you're a school teacher. If you had a student who was spending 6+ hours a day on their phone, do you think that they would have a mastery level of their subjects? And of course, the answer is no, if they're even passing. If you know that there's something that you want to do in the world, if you know that you're made for more than just a traditional life, you need to get good at some skill, any skill. Get to a mastery level of it. If you do that, the world and all the serendipity that there is going to help you flow into the direction that you want. Scrolling through social media is not something that you can be a master of. That's not going to make any effect in the world. Get good at something, and then you're going to start making an impact, and you're just going to gain more and more skills as you go through life. The third point, one of the ones that I mentioned, was a really big one, and that's setting routines with your phone and technology. I know that I use the do not disturb and sleep mode a lot. Sleep mode, I actually think, is a really big hack because it turns on automatically. As long as I'm not by my phone right away when I'm going to sleep, I'm just not getting notified about things that are going to try and steal my attention. And this is my number one hack that I try and get everybody to do, is actually sleep with your phone outside of your bedroom. Plug your charger in outside of your bedroom. I put it just outside for my room. I plug it in, I go to my room. I'm not distracted by my phone. And if my phone starts getting low on battery, I'll put it on there earlier, and then I'm distracted even less. Turns out when you're not engrossed in your phone, you can actually spend time doing anything. You can spend time making a real healthy dinner. You can spend time talking with people, roommates, loved ones, whatever it may be, whoever you live with. So no matter what you do, don't let distractions keep you from your goals. The bonus tip is build momentum. If you want to get good at a new habit, if you have a new goal you want to get after, build momentum in that direction. If you set your phone to the side, it's going to be so much easier to do. You're going to be able to take a small step forward. You're going to see a little bit of progress. You can take another small step forward, see a little bit of progress, and that momentum is just going to keep rolling. You're going to say, oh, I need to do this task for the thing, for the habit, for the goal that I want to get after. And then the phone's just going to fall to the wayside. As I've started bricking my phone, I know my screen time has gone down so much. I have my phone bricked for something like 19 hours out of the day. If I'm checking my phone for 5 minutes once a day, I think that's pretty okay for me, and I bet it would be for you too. I mean, imagine if you only save 2 hours a day on your phone, if you go 2 hours less, which is what I did. Imagine having 14 hours extra. That's almost 2 entire workdays that you can be working on something way more relevant than scrolling social media. You can learn a skill. You can go on a walk. You can go to the gym. You can cook healthy food. You can just enjoy real life. And remember here, the goal is not perfection. It's making progress, building that momentum, and starting an upward spiral that I know that you can go out and create. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest phone distraction? What is standing in your way? And what are you going to do to get started? If you want some help on this, just drop a comment down below. I would love to help, even hop on a call. I would love to learn what distractions you're facing, what's stopping you from getting out and chasing your dreams, because that's something that is so important to me. And the biggest impact I want to make on the world is having you go chase your dreams. If you want to check out the latest video, take a look here. I'm always trying to give you actionable tips and strategies that you can apply in your life. You've got this. We'll see you in the next one.